Hi, long time no chat. So, not a huge amount to say today. I just wanted to have a quick update, a quick hello to just to say hi to everyone and see how their year is going. How is 2020 going with you all? I haven't really made a lot of videos this year, and in the last few months especially. I've been wanting to all the time. I keep having ideas and thoughts all the time, but and I've tried to record videos a few times, but for one reason or another I just never end up publishing it, putting it together, uploading it to YouTube. Sometimes they're just too long and they're not to the point, and I just babble on for an hour. Sometimes I just feel like the content is too weak, like it's not something that sort of like comes from the heart or has a real sort of aha moment or something really useful or may benefit people in other ways or in some way. So a lot of the time I just don't end up putting anything together. Well, a lot of the time I just have thoughts in my head, but I don't end up having the space to record at that point in time, and then later on I want to talk about it, but then I've lost my train of thought and I can't remember it, and so it's gone. I've lost it. I lost my train of thought and I don't put it up. But 2020 for me has been pretty good. I know for a lot of people it's been a very hectic year, a very intense year, a very problematic year, and most people sort of seem to have focused on the negatives, at least in the beginning part of the year. There's a lot of negativity either towards people who are on one side of the debates or people who are on the other side of the debates. There's a lot of sort of fighting and people getting upset at others, a lot of confusion everywhere. But I just try to sort of step back from it all and just let it play out and just watch and see what happens. I felt like it was not my fight, it was not my battle. And while I had my own sort of thoughts and opinions, I didn't really let myself get too attached to them. I just sort of took it easy. And so for the first month or two of everything going crazy in the news, which would have been like March or April, there's a lot of people around me talking about things all the time and negative situations and scenarios and telling you about what's going on here and there in different cities and other countries, and it's sort of like I didn't want to hear about it at all. But people keep shoving it in your face all the time. But I sort of I helped a couple of people kind of see things in a different way, I guess. Well, not necessarily, I didn't change their minds or change their perspectives, but I just helped them relax a little bit with everything, and to not be too just to help them not be too emotionally charged and too stressed about things. And I think that was good. I think it's helped them in some way, at least to live their life again, and not to be too attached to the news and everything. For me, the year has gone pretty well. Like I've faced a lot of challenges over the years, mainly. Most challenges I just get in and I slowly tackle, and I I'm up for a challenge and I take it on, and I win eventually, or I just, I find a solution, or something happens, or the situation changes. But with work, I've had a lot of battles with work, and they've been the most intense, I guess. The most full on over the last 10 years has been sort of work challenges, and in the last few years especially, there's a few sort of difficult moments where you sort of like, you're challenged. Well, I was challenged money wise, and with stress and lack of time and just problems all the time. There's just so much going on, and but every year I try and make things a little bit better with my work. I try and find new solutions, new ways of doing things, get my work a little bit more organised and working better. But this year in particular, everything just kind of fell into place. Everything kind of fell into line. So, with everyone working from home and there being a little bit less work around, it was actually just the right amount for me. So I was able to get my work done, and then have a little bit of time to clean up a backlog of things that I've been meaning to do for ages, which then helped save me money. And then the tax office came along, and they're like, just magically, without going into all the details, they effectively paid my tax for me, so that was pretty good. So I didn't have to worry about that. And then, that was for 3 tax payment periods, so over 3-month periods, so that I didn't have to worry as much about my tax as I normally would have to pay. So that helped a lot financially. And then, all the financial problems of the past kind of like, I wouldn't say they completely didn't turn into like gold overnight, but a lot of the problems have kind of like dissolved away. A lot of the in my industry, with the kind of work that I do, if you don't think clearly all the time, and you don't think carefully about what you're doing, you can create a problem which kind of just lingers around and can hang around for years and just keep causing problems further and further down the line for a long time. And so I had a lot of these little things that have been building up over the years, where there was a lot of issues, and they were just weighing things down. And this year was good because I got in and I spent a lot of time fixing things up. Just I was doing work, so I wasn't wasting time, but I was doing things in an efficient manner, where I was actually fixing all the mess that I had made over the years, getting things into a much better state of being. And so my whole work situation has improved a lot. I'm working from home. Yeah, I've been working from home this year, like a lot of people, I guess. Not because like I have to. I'm sure I could. I'm sure I could work in an office if I wanted to, but it's kind of like someone kind of insisted that I work from home at the beginning, just for a short while. But then I quickly got used to it, because instead of like traveling an hour to work every day and then an hour home again, all of a sudden I had all this free time where I had extra time available. So it worked out well in that sense. So I've been like really calm this year, just calm through the whole sequence of events of everything going on. Nothing's stressed me out. Work-wise, I've been very calm and organised and disciplined. And yeah, I'd have to say that overall things have been pretty good. It's a little bit sad to not sort of see people in person. Like, I still haven't really done any socializing, and because I'm not, because I'm working from home, I don't really sort of see people in person. But on the other hand, it doesn't really bother me too much. For this year, I can get by for a while without seeing people, but at some stage I'll want to catch up with people again. And there was a bunch of other things I wanted to say, but I can't remember now. But overall, like, this year's it's just been really good for me. I've just got into a good state of mind, and I've cleaned up things around my house, just tidied things up, just done things that I've been meaning to do for years and years. Just all little odd jobs, like, I haven't like completely ripped everything apart in my house and rebuilt it, but I've just all the little things that I know how to do myself. I've just got in and done them. Some of them took 5 minutes, some of them took 5 hours, but they're all sort of worthwhile things to do around the house, and just cleaning things up, getting rid of junk that I've had over the years. I've still got some cleaning up to do, but just getting rid of things that I don't need. It's almost like freeing or relaxing or calming on the brain or on the soul, just like getting rid of things that I was attached to that I don't need to be attached to anymore. So yeah, what else was it there that I was going to say? It's not coming to me at the moment, but yeah, I just wanted to keep this video relatively short and just say, just check in and say hello. Just see how everyone's been. I haven't been spending much time on YouTube, even viewing videos in the last few months. I've just been, I guess just focusing on my own sort of life and work and everything else, and it's hard to juggle both being like on a spiritual journey, for lack of a better word. It's hard to juggle that, so what everyone else has been going through, and versus like, just having a normal life and working and doing everything else that that people sort of expect of having a life. It's hard to be in both worlds at once. It's like a seesaw, and it's extremely hard to have that balance, to be in the middle where you can be in both worlds at once, because you can't really be in both worlds at once most of the time. You kind of need to. I spend time, like looking into YouTube videos, listening to what people say, and then considering all these different things, and then having different experiences myself, and then you spend time in your own life sort of fixing things up and just living a life basically, but you don't really have time. There's not enough time in the day for both really, unless I didn't work, then I'd have time for both. But that's okay. I sort of swing from side to side. Sometimes I spend way too much time on the spiritual journey path sort of thing, and then my work suffers, and then my life suffers, and then everything else goes bleh. Or I spend too much time on working and life stuff, and then I sort of abandon all of you, and then I feel bad because I feel like maybe I'm missing out on something, or maybe I'm not following the path that's right for me. But then at the same time, like this year, I just felt like I was meant to be in this state of not being too full on, and like not being too much into the spiritual journey this year. Like more, I just felt like having this good year that I've had so far, it just feels like that's what I was meant to do. Like I was meant to lay low and kind of just hang out for a while and just be at peace and just take things easy and go slowly and don't stress too much about following things. Like all the synchronicities just died down a lot. Well, they died down to nothing. And then I had little synchronicities here and there. And then like lately I started to get more into videos and started thinking about things again. And then last few days I've just had like synchronicities where I'll be thinking about something, and then like later on TV or on the internet somewhere or something in real life, something will come up and it like reflects that thought that I had. Little synchronicities where just something that you couldn't possibly expect that topic to be talked about on any given day. That topic comes up, and it's come up like on the day or the day after I had thought about that same topic. And it's not always necessarily the exact same thing. Anyway. So a few synchronicities and things have been popping up lately. I've had all sorts of weird and wonderful dreams, most of which I can't remember. I might share some dreams at some stage. I've shared a couple this year, a couple of dreams. But I just feel like I've been meaning to lay low just while things get out of the way. And I suppose, a lot of people have been building up to this November point with the election and everything else that's going on in the world. I suppose once that's out of the way, I can kind of swing back again to a different mode and start getting into some of the things I was into before. I've just been sort of in this relaxation or half sleepy state for months and months, and maybe I'm starting to wake up again now. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope you're all well. Bye.